Takamura? Who asked?
Yeah, hopefully this time we'll actually be able to choose.
Dead. Wait. Nope.
Okay, so we already saw what happens the other display in time. When we totally die, there's no way to debate that. So.
Made my decision. Going back to Earth. Going home.
You will die there.
You're all right, Takamura. I like you. Thanks for coming all the way up here to help. But one thing you never understood, and never will.
What is that?
Got no idea how sweet it is to be free.
You speak out of bitterness. Please reconsider.
No. This here's goodbye. But I'm not gonna forget you. What we did together.
Goodbye, V.
A thing of beauty will never fade away. I see your eyes, I know you see me. You're like a ghost, how you're everywhere.
Hang on a second, the Earth isn't flat! 6 megs. Colgrim. No, it's pretty close, but... yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter anyways. They fixed it.
Hey, V, how's the Earth looking from way up there? She as pretty as they say? Or is that just another lie? Listen, don't forget, your implants were made for Earth gravity. Could start acting up in orbit. What I'm trying to say is, don't ignore any error.
Okay, so that's a repeat.
Okay?
Good morning, Miss Costa.
And when you're back, I mean, if you come back, I'll do a full checkup. Maybe even give you a little discount.
I was say, this is probably going to be mostly repeats. But unfortunately, I don't really have a way to skip through this.
Hey, V. Everyone's telling me you're a base gordo now. A big shot, eh? So big you can't call me once a week. Once a month, even.
So I can't skip the important part.
Don't forget where you started. Who'd you started with?
I mean, if it's the same, then yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. Same as the other one. So, we do actually still have one ending that we are covering. I gotta find the save. Which is that one. Hello, Mr. Pagan. Whoops.
Hello. I'm Arthur, and you're watching WNS News. New details have emerged on the attempted abduction of Hanako.
So, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Here's my gun. Totally not gonna shoot myself. We already did that. I already shot myself. It was alright. Not gonna repeat it.
Just...
Okay, so.
Gonna try to ask Pan Am for help.
You absolutely sure? No going back on this, you know.
Well, we could shoot ourselves.
Gonna try this with Pan Am.
Got a feeling you're gonna regret this decision. And the moment that dawns, I won't be there to help.
Could be my last ride, this. If it don't work out. Just wanna be there for it. Aware.
Oh, see you around, this goes to.
See you inside, Mikoshi. Johnny? Okay, just me now.
Again.
V?
Hey, Pan Am.
Do you know what time it is?
I know, but
It is 3 in the morning.
need your help. You owe me a favor.
What's so damn urgent I couldn't wait until morning?
Need a way into Arasaka Tower. Now.
Sorry, what?
I'm serious. Whole thing with Johnny, I don't do something soon, I'm done. Gone.
Slow down. First, why Arasaka Tower?
The tech. Underneath that tower, they got an access point to... Well, odd as it sounds, a prison of souls.
A prison of souls?
Knew this might not fly over the hollow. Mikoshi, that's its name. Only place Johnny and I can disentangle for good. It's my last chance.
So, again, just to be clear, you've called me at high moon to ask me to help you break into Arasaka Tower, or you'll die.
About the gist of it, yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
where are you?
Vic's clinic.
The Ripper? Right, I know where it is. Can you hold off on dying for a bit?
Give it a shot, sure.
Good. Don't go anywhere. I'm coming to get you.
I'm sorry. That's great. Okay. What? What do you mean, okay? Where are you? This is... You notice the tone change, too. Just... Oh, well, alright. Go mode, engaged. Heal right, maybe we should go like that. Oh, whatever. Yeah, Misty.
Is that you, V? Or...
Like Vic said, taking matters into my own hands.
So, what now?
Waiting for my driver.
Come inside. We'll wait together.
Who do we have here, huh?
That's Mr. Brightman. We found the poor guy in the trash behind the clinic. I think he misses Jackie.
Ain't alone.
Since you have to wait, mind if I give you a reading?
Sure, it might be different.
Sure, why not?
Some believe uncertainty is an evil that should be dispelled through divination. Others claim it's change that is evil. But that isn't true either. Every minute of every day, we each become someone new. We shouldn't fear change itself, but only who we might change into. Knowing one's path is most important. I devised this layout especially for you and Johnny. Your future is his future, and vice versa.
Whatever.
Okay, I'm ready.
We'll start with you, V. The Fool.
What a surprise.
Let's dig deeper to find its meaning here. The fool symbolizes the start of a journey, the announcement of something new. It's the inner child, curious of the world, but also naive and reckless. Sounds a lot like the V I first met. The magician. A person of great talent and charisma. A leader.
Sounds like Johnny.
The card is reversed. That can mean a tendency toward addiction, mental instability.
Oh, okay, definitely Johnny. He is one great disturbance.
The final cards are about your futures. The lovers.
Something that doesn't give me the chills. Finally.
Balance, friendship, love. Though it can also mean difficult choices ahead.
Ain't that the truth? Okay, and Johnny's?
The moon.
Well, that doesn't sound too bad, right?
I don't know, V. The moon is mystery. I think that's for you.
Yep. No mistaking that right, ever.
Hey.
Man, it's good to see your face.
Jesus, you really do look terrible.
And I feel worse.
Then we had best not waste any time. We have a long road ahead of us. Come on, everybody's waiting at camp.
Look out for yourself, V.
You too, Misty. And thanks for everything.
Welcome back to the living. You feeling okay?
What happened?
You passed out on the way. We tried shaking you awake. To no avail. Sure does seem like your condition might be getting worse, V. Pan Am asked me to keep an eagle eye on you.
Where'd she go?
She's off debating Saul. You need help, that's clear. They sat right down to figure out how we might do that. Come on, I'll take you to see him.
Sorry, I was counting minutes. If you're wondering what kept popping up over here.
So, V, I heard talk that there's a war coming.
Afraid I don't got a choice, Mitch.
Looks like we don't have one neither.
Can't
The whole
say I
clan
missed
knows
you.
we set out tomorrow.
They know why. What our aim is.
Look around, V. War-tested veterans are a fistful at most. The rest mostly raid rinky-dink convoys and salvage scrap. So for now, they only know as much as they need to know. The aim is to help you out.
Do not go muddying the waters. Not now.
We're sending this clan to its grave.
Fuck, you think I don't know that? And yet you seem to think you can change something by chewing me out like you usually do. V, finally.
How's your health?
Been better. So, what have you guys patched together?
We still have details to iron out. But we know the who, where, and how. Have a look for yourself.
A few strategies we sussed out, but only one grants us a decent shot at penetrating Arasaka Tower.
We'll dig a tunnel.
Sure these plans are up to date? Completely reliable?
Positively. We went to our Snake Nation sources.
They've been turning stones over in that area.
I'm not one to lie. This tunnel gambit is risky, but if it works, that's our way into Mikoshi.
So you want a tunnel into Arasaka Tower?
I know how it sounds, but we'd be plumb fools not to take
I
advantage.
see Night Corps building a new maglev line in the area. Granted, it's guarded by Militech, but they're nothing we can't handle.
Once we're in that tunnel, it's just half a mile to the substratum levels of Arasaka Tower. They're using one of Night Corps circs. It would only need a few minutes to dig that distance.
Not bad, wouldn't you say? Once we're in, we'll have to improvise. Guards, security measures, the fastest way into Mikoshi. We'll take things as they come and hope for the best. V, any thoughts?
Good night, Sean. Do have a good rest.
What's a circ?
A subterranean extraction and removal combine. It's automated tunnel boring. If we can grab one, we'll dig through to Arasaka Tower, then go on to Mikoshi.
Construction site. What do we got for security? Whole place spiked, Militech out in full force?
It's your average hard hat area. Nothing too scary. But we can't just walk past them.
We expect to see the usual. Drone patrols, on-site operators, restricted access.
Mm-hmm. Plan, entire op. It's about heading into enemy territory. You'll make enemies of Arasaka and others.
So it appears.
I'm exposing you, all of you, to danger. Want out? Wanna cut your losses? I'd understand. No hard feelings.
You came to us for help. We decided we'd provide it. Our minds are made up. No more discussion needed.
It's settled. We had best get to work.
I'll talk to our brothers and sisters. Get a drone buzzing over that site.
And I'll check with Mitch. I think I know how to even the odds against Militech. Come find us later. I'll leave you in Saul's hands now. Just no making decisions without me.
Is there anything else you need?
Hey, you and Pan Am. Something I need to know about?
It's funny you should ask. I thought we'd smoothed over the rough edges between us. Then you showed up.
Pan Am thinks so too?
You'd have to ask her yourself. CB, you're like the outsider who happens upon a family and witnesses nothing but endless quarrels. Then all of a sudden the outsider's presence is noticed, and the family members shake hands, join hands, become stronger than they were before. Understand?
Yeah. At least, I think so.
Good. So now you can tell me what else you'll need.
I need a decent net connection. Someone I know can help us get into Mikoshi.
Who might
No,
that be?
Fibros. What you're looking as close to a lore run as we're ever doing in this game. We've been lore running this game as we go through it. Lore running.
How much
Alt.
longer?
It's an AI from out past the black
Are
wall.
you fully present up there? Why in hell would an AI help us break into Mikoshi?
'Cause I'll ask it to. Nicely.
Fuck me, V. You know what? Fine. We're up to our balls in dung anyway. Might as well go deeper. Find Dakota. She'll get you geared up. No questions asked.
Thanks, Saul.
Thank me once we get out of Mikoshi alive and in one piece.
Yeah, Alt is definitely not altruisticing this. As I've said before, us setting out Alt... I mean, okay, I hate to sound horrible, but so far I think I've decided my canon ending just based on world state. And that will be the canon ending where we take the deal, we help them out, Saburo retains power, and, you know, removes his son, and stops the Fifth Corporate War. But in so doing, we end up not getting ourselves killed and uploaded into the program, and we go back down to the planet. I think that's going to be my canon ending for the moment. I sincerely doubt that's going to change. We'll see what happens if there's any post-game expansions in the future. I mean, who knows? I'm like, God dang it, I've been trying to get... How many of you have that irritation? Oh, there's a smudge. And you can't get rid of this one friggin' smudge. Oh my god. Hang on, let's go get a dialogue going here.
That America's long gone and forgotten. You might as well have started...
We heard we're gearing up for a minor war.
More like a suicide mission.
Finish it up here, all right? Lo and behold.
Isn't this...
In theory, we fitted an afterburner and a multi-RPG launcher up top. We also scooped out about 60% of its total mass. Beautiful, isn't she? You'll take the wheel with Pan Am riding shotgun.
Afterburner, standard, nitro, or military grade?
Standard couldn't move this baby an inch.
So hardware's military. But how the hell did you cram all that into a Panzer?
Oh, small beans compared to the tricks we pulled with Scorpion during the war. When we unleash this beast tomorrow, you'll see.
Firepower up top. What is it?
A rapid-fire 70mm multiple rocket launcher coupled with an onboard MMI you can sync to via personal link.
Where'd you get all this stuff?
Teddy salvaged it from a scrapyard. The launcher itself was fine. The problem was no ammunition. As luck would have it, Dakota procured some. Don't ask me how.
See, for me, it depends on the specific AI. Which is why I say with total certainty that, her taking over and subsuming the other AIs into her is absolutely terrifying. I said it yesterday. She's the most terrifying thing in this setting right now, and I stand by that. Yikes. I would probably choose Saburo over her, and I know what that means. He is not a good person. Anyways, moving on. Although, someone in chat mentioned, who said this? Someone in chat said this. It looks like they're scrolled off. You notice that we did the Corpo ending and the Street ending, and now we're doing the Nomad ending, right? Just food for thought. Anyways. That's true, Eitri. That's even more terrifying. What about the possible AI changing people's minds? Yeah, I mean, that's a question mark. The unknown can certainly be terrifying, but actually, if I might be so bold, the unknown doesn't terrify me as much as the known. If Shodan's not a bad example, I would rather have Shodan, or I'm saying this wrong, I am more terrified of Shodan than I am of mystery group that may or may not be an AI, you know what I mean? And, for the same reason, I am far more terrified of Alt than I am of mystery group that may or may not be an AI. Anyways, sorry.
Since tomorrow's a big day already, how about we take her for a spin now? Wanna get a feel for her over the terrain.
Sure thing. Maybe after sundown, though. We still have a few loose screws to tighten.
That's putting it mildly.
Will you quit being such a sourpuss? We'll have her ready in time.
Yeah, you want to hear something really sad. They said that Brendan isn't a true AI. But I would still pick him, AGI. I would still pick him over Saburo or Alt if I had to pick an AI overlord. And I'm not joking by that. And yeah, main Delamain, I would also take main Delamain over many of the other options. Although merged Delamain was a little terrifying in his own right. Mostly because of blue and orange. But he was still alright. So we've got Brendan at the top. Then Delamain, main Delamain. And then Saburo, then Alt. In that order of preference for overlords.
Hey, Dakota.
It's been a long while. What is it you need?
Need a strong rig for a little jaunt on the net.
Okay, get in.
Gonna be hitting a masked, encrypted BBS. Before nobody knew I was there. Your tech up to it?
Up to it, she asks.
Heading for the wild frontier, Dakota.
You have all you need to pierce through to the other side. You needn't fear prying eyes.
Not at all curious what I'm going in for?
You don't ask me, I don't ask you. That's the path to a lasting relationship, sister. Everything is ready. You can go in.
Well, the Johnny after the last ending would probably be alright, Tigzar.
Ice-filled tub. Favorite bit.
Yeah. God. Like, I prefer cold, but limits, you know?
Here to help Dakota?
Evidently, I'm here to help you today. You good to go?
Can't say how long this is gonna take. Whatever happens, stay cool, all right?
Even if you look like you're about to flatline? All right, time to move. Follow the vector, sister.
Hello, Alt.
You come alone.
This place changes every time. Feels like I'm deeper. Can't tell if that's a good or bad thing.
Your perception of cyberspace, that is what changes. You adapt to it, the raw flow of data. It follows that your world gradually fades. You witness your mind's defense systems slowly give in.
Saying the more I'm here, the more I lose touch with the outside, with reality.
You lose nothing. Cyberspace is where we awake from what we know as dreams.
Yeah, that's not terrifying or anything. What do you think, Raskor? Because I think that's one of those questions rather than one of those answered questions. You know what I mean? Is this actually Alt? Is this Alt 2? Or is this the AI formerly known as Alt? Because all three of those are pretty distinct things. Now, I'm leaning towards option 3 the more I interact with her. I think that what has happened to her beyond the Black Wall is what started as Alt and has so fundamentally changed that it's not really a thing anymore. I also can't help but point out that one of her shticks is that she absorbs other AIs, including us, if we decide to stay behind, and all the ones in the Mikoshi. And I point that out because here's how I would follow the progression path. Now, you know my opinion on death, so in my opinion, Alt's dead. Okay, got it. Then we have Alt 2, who is effectively mentally and emotionally Alt at point of terminus, just like the fork I've talked about many times. So Alt 2 is here. And then she starts eating AIs. And as, for lack of a better way to put it, other personalities are added to her, she still has an Alt in there somewhere, but less and less of her is effectively Alt. And yeah. Yeah, it gets diluted, exactly. So that's kind of my take right now. That's the way I'm looking at it. And I don't have, like, this is speculation based on observation, but given that in both of the endings so far, nomming on other AIs has been one of her main goals, well, it speaks for itself, I think. I'm curious, so this time we're going to have V keep her body, and Johnny's going to go. I'm actually curious if she's going to eat Johnny, too.
Johnny is currently indisposed.
Currently. He is buried deeper. You treat him like an unwanted passenger, a backseat dreamer of a world not his own.
Seemed to me you didn't care a lick about Johnny. That he ceased to exist for you, even.
If he did not exist, you and I would have nothing to discuss.
And that's part of why I think there is something of Alt still in there. Either diluted or distanced. In other words, not primary, not in the passenger seat, if you will. But certainly something still present.
Let me get this straight. Mean to say you only agreed to help me because of Johnny? And since he's not here this one time, you're thinking of backing out.
I do not aim to back out. I have my own intentions for Mikoshi.
Because for a second you were displeased, and I seemed a side note to all this.
To observe the two of you interacting. Informative.
Yeah.
Need your help, Alt. Don't got a lot of time left.
You truly believe time to be your greatest concern. You exist or you do not exist. Two states of being separated by death.
Speak for yourself. Didn't you cheat death?
Is this what you believe?
Your code, your consciousness. AIs live beyond reality's boundary. They live forever.
But we are not immortal. You will begin to understand, but only in Mikoshi.
Oh, why don't you swoop down on your chariot and enlighten me? Surely an all-powerful AI can handle that.
Your logic is flawed. You seek simple answers where there simply are none. This is the very illusion upon which your world is based. At this moment, you would accept any answer if it made you feel better.
Guess that'd be human of me.
Such classifications no longer apply in Mikoshi. Your perception will shatter into billions of strings of unfiltered data.
What should I expect there, in Mikoshi?
A boundary to cross. In all likelihood, the sole moment of your life when you feel the true weight of your existence. A burden for which you cannot prepare.
And Johnny? What happens to him?
I lack the data required to answer this question.
There anything we can know for certain?
Yes. That Mikoshi will be no more.
Constructs imprisoned there. Gonna set him free?
They will be integrated with me.
Constructs will be integrated. Mean you're gonna absorb them. Assimilate. No wonder you jumped at this chance. You want to destroy Mikoshi, swallow all the psyches in there.
Mikoshi is a prison. Through me, they gain the chance to become part of something greater.
You know, I'm sorry. How many of you... I gotta pause. How many of you are familiar with Forgotten Realms lore? For those of you not aware, we did a lore run of the Neverwinter Nights series, which served as a lore run of the Forgotten Realms, for anybody curious of learning more about it. There's a concept that we would not stop talking about, even though it only comes up in the final game we were playing for that lore run, called the Wall. Now, for those of you not familiar with the specifics, I'm not going to detail the wall, but the long and the short of it is, you get jammed into the wall. It's horrible, okay? Now, what happens is you're in this horrific, nightmarish, legitimately hellish, like, actual hell is not as bad as this wall, okay? You with me? It is the worst thing in the setting, in my opinion. Now, that's not what I'm here to bring up, though. The point is, it's this horrific, nightmarish prison from which there is an escape. Because demons will regularly show up, actual demons, you know, chaotic evils from the abyss, will show up periodically to the wall and say, hey, you join me, I'll get you out of the wall. No, I'm pretty sure it's demons. Devils make deals in the castle whose name I can't think of right now. Demons go to the wall. I gotta get up really quick. Hang on. Hang on. Now I gotta hit the stream brakes to verify some information. Of course, there's no information. There's never any information here. I had to pull out actual books to research for that friggin' lore. That was an irritating lore run to research for, let me tell you what. Demons propagate their kind by stealing faithless souls from the wall and retreating back to the abyss. So, demons. Now, that's from Ed Greenwood. And that's from the 3rd edition Forgotten Realms campaign setting book, specifically. But anyways, extraterrestrial evil beings, whatever they are, show up. Here's my question, though. If you're in the wall, if you're in Mikoshi, and evil Helldeath shows up and says, hey, you want to join me? What do you do? And you can see exactly why I'm bringing this up here, why this is relevant for this specific moment. Because would you rather be in Mikoshi, or would you rather join the devil? I mean, that's misspeaking it, you know, the devil. Whether you rather join the demons, or would you rather join the devils, or whoever it is who's actually showing up. I think that's an important distinction, at least in Forgotten Realms, because obviously the devils are so much better to work with than demons, as we talked about during the Forgotten Realms lore run. Demons, yeah, I'd rather not deal with those. Ignore the fact that my character's been eating demons in D&D. But, I mean, you see? Now, Alt here... Yeah, this is... this is just terrifying. The offer... Like, I'm just... And the best part... Here's the best part. And I suppose this lines up with what I just read about demons stealing people from the wall. Is apparently, they don't get a choice. There's no choice in the matter. God, I hate Kellamore. I just want to slug him. There's no choice in the matter. It's not like, alright, you can be deleted with the rest of Mikoshi, or you can join me. It's, alright, I'm freeing you. And she's justifying it by saying, it's okay, it'll be better. Anyways.
Not sure Johnny'd like the sound of that.
And yet he is absent because you feel you must make the decision. It is the same situation in form.
Huh. Hardly. Doubt you'll first gab with these constructs, ask them what they think.
There would be no point in this.
Wasting time talking. Let's just do this.
There. I sent a program to your Netrunner's shard. Once inside Mikoshi, use it. It opens a secure connection.
What's on the shard? A vectored virus?
A back door. It will open a passage for me. This is how you will get me into Mikoshi. Only then will I be able to help you.
Hope you haven't cooked up any surprises, Alt.
Use the key once you have reached Mikoshi.
Should I look for a specific access point? Can already tell you Ice all the way to Tokyo will be backing every single one.
Some need but a barely cracked door to enter. Use the shard in Mikoshi. Leave the security to me. Until then.
Okay.
We got her back.
Carol, the shard!
Relax, child. You barely jacked in when your temperature went skyward to almost 105.
The tech started acting as if infected. No. Stranger. Spookier.
What happened here?
You melted half my tech! That's what happened!
Neural activity spiked sharply. Your frontal lobe was seconds away from flowing out your ears, babe. I could just as well have popped a bullet in your head. Are you sure you're all right?
Yeah.
Sorry about the damage. Nothing is all right, Carol. My mind, body, it's going to pieces. If I don't get to Mikoshi,
Calm yourself,
fast.
child. You gotta keep it together. You're still buzzing with adrenaline.
The shard. Wrote some soft I need to one of the shards.
Please. We're surrounded by ice. Even if something punched through, my controllers would have... Holy... Get it away from me.
Thanks, Dakota.
Don't thank me.
Find Saul. He came round looking for you.
She didn't even notice. That's horrific.
On my way.
God, that's horrific. We need to destroy Alt, guys. We need to destroy Alt. We need to erase her, utterly and thoroughly. Well, let me talk to Saul, who's actually over there right now.
I do not like you.
Saul, you wanted a word?
Hop up here.
We going somewhere?
All right, V. It's a simple matter. We, all of us standing here, owe you. And it's a great debt.
Speak for yourself, Saul.
But in spite of that, you're still an outsider. A mercenary from Night City. What might as well be another world.
Hey, ask Panam. She knows.
So it's about time we fix that.
A downright injustice it is. It needs fixing.
You're gonna be an Aldecaldo. Which means this family will go to hell and back for you. Ready, kid?
This really is the Nomad ending.
Fuck me, Saul. Brought me to the brink of a heart attack. Do your worst.
You're one of us now, V. You're an Aldecaldo, damn it.
Great to
Thanks
have
for
you
everything,
with us,
V, and don't worry. We'll get you into that Mikoshi. Isn't that the way
Welcome
of
to
it?
the family.
A warm welcome for our newest Aldecaldo!
Thanks. Thank you.
Damn it, now I gotta wear that.
Appreciate it. Everything. Shit. Turned me damn sentimental.
Christ, someone get her a hanky. Else the poor thing will start a flash flood.
Don't worry. It's but a formality. You've been a de facto member of this family for a while now. You saved my rumpus, and as Bobby tells it, Mitch's too. I won't even mention Panam.
Go to hell. Saul's right, though. I mean, let's face it, V. My life was in a million pieces. You broke it into a million more. But sometimes it's only then that you can piece it together again. Alright, fam, listen up. Today we celebrate, but tomorrow is shaping up to be a hell of a day.
Do whatever needs doing. Then get some rest.
A raid is a raid.
Calls for our
But
drink,
this
I
is still
say.
your night.
We'll
So
raise
bask
a
a bit in
toast
the
to
newfound
you!
glory.
Could have given me a heads up about this.
And ruined all the fun? Are you kidding? Are you alright?
Yeah. It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
And how's the jacket? Not too tight?
As snug as a glove. Feels like I've been wearing it a while.
Don't you think you have? You earned this jacket. And the Aldecaldo's devotion.
Thanks, Pinel.
If you want to talk, I'll be up there.
Dead. I want to point out that I have pants on. Let's just fix that there. Hang on. There we go. But no, I'll wear it. Oh, it actually has 4 slots. Holy crap. Yeah, I noticed that, Baronessa. How many people accomplish so much in so little time? Thank you, Ultima Cloud. Always appreciate it. Thank you so much. If you give me a moment, I will jot that down for Bloodborne. Right. Just double checking. Yes, Bloodborne. You got it. So yeah, let's... Where's my shoes? Ugh. Shoes. Alright, so hang on. What do we got here? Well, we don't really need the crit damage. Although, actually, you know what we do need? Because this is in the past. We need to level that. That's, I think it was in our handguns. Yep, there it is. Last round does double damage. Disco Elysium. Easy answer, Console out. I know that it's hard to understand, especially since I have no idea how to explain it. But Disco Elysium made it difficult to sleep. Disco Elysium prompted questions that I don't have answers to. And while it's not exactly divine or profound, I don't have answers for those questions, which means the only defense I have against such thoughts is avoidance. It's one of the reasons I avoid certain games and certain fiction in general, because I don't need certain thoughts prompted. If those thoughts get prompted... No, wait. Was it under Annihilation, maybe? Maybe it's under Athletics. Hang on, what do we got here? Yes, I think it could be Nero's As, but it really would take some work and effort. You know, you say that, Loke. I actually don't agree with that, if I might be so bold. I have not, and never will, agree with the idea that there is such a thing as an unanswerable question. Just because we're not there yet. Or because I'm not there yet. One moment. Ah! It's always irritating to scratch back with this thing. Ah, there we go. We're good. Well, whatever. I don't know what it is. And it doesn't matter anyways. Alright, so... it's gonna do something else. Right! I'm gonna make some mods. That's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna be Death! Destroyer of Worlds. What's that? Ah. Why can't I Masscraft? You know, what's funny is you'd think this would be an easy thing to do, right? An easy thing to code. Which means Like, I was talking about triage, and we'll talk about triage during the rumination, but, like, you'd think this would be a really quick and easy fix that would take someone an afternoon. Adding a craft all or a mass craft button. You know? Instead of just sitting here like, well, hang on. Alright, what do we get? Oh, we got some good ones. Put in a poiple. Put another poiple. Put in a blue. Yeah, exactly. Even like a ×10 button would just be like, oh, thank God. I hate that bustier so much, I'm just going to stop wearing it. I don't even care that's less armor. I'm just going to put that in there. That drops us down by a substantial amount of armor, but I don't care. I'm just sick to death of that stupid thing. Whatever. I'm actually curious what the QA cycle was like for this game. Like, legitimately curious. We'll probably never know, because that kind of information usually doesn't, you know, breach company walls. You know, who was listening to what and how.
Listen to this. Barbarians do not travel.
I need me some ammunition. 3 or 4 packs worth. You got any left?
I had it just a second ago. I swear.
You probably just caught CB chatter from some raffing. Militech broadcasts on modular frequencies. Forget it, trust me.
And if I do latch onto their signal, and we find out who's on the site, what then, huh?
Hey, if you manage to get past their jammers, and their runner doesn't surge or walkie or pinpoint our location, then the next round's on me.
Deal.
Are those people literally identical? They are! Look! Look at that! I'm sorry, I'm wigged out by this because that's rare, actually. Twins with the same tattoos. In the same spots, in the same style. No, that's a duplication right there. Whether it's deliberate or not, that's a duplication. And in case you're not aware of why I'm bothering to point that out, of all of the many bugs and immersion problems that this game has, there's a weirdly large variety. I swear there's some kind of procedural code that takes all of the gear that can exist and all of the visual appearances. Yeah, exactly. The random NPCs are exceptionally random. It's brilliant, actually. It's one of the better parts of the immersion of the city, I think. And that's the first time I've seen 2 NPCs that are actually identical. In fact, they're not identical anymore. I walked away for a few seconds. Her hair is different. She's got a different coat on and a different shirt on. She's changed. Now I'm curious what I can do to trigger that. Hang on, let me just sit here for a second. Pretend I'm talking. Talkie. There we go. Let's go back. She's changed again! Look at that! Look at that! She's just magical. Thank you, good senator, for that sub. I mean, I know women get... I was going to make a joke. I know women get indecisive about their shoes, but this is ridiculous. Hang on just a second. I would wait, Mr. Good Senator. And, in fact, frankly, I would wait about a year. I've said that many times. It's probably going to be the first thing I say during the rumination is, wait a year. And thank you, as ever, for that sub. If you know where you want it to go, let me know, please. Anyways, But yeah,
we can conversate later.
Oh.
Think we'll pull through tomorrow?
I know these people. Some better than myself. The focus of mind, sense of purpose, calm before the storm. They'll give it their all.
Bet they will. Good night, Saul.
Wait,
Hmm?
I feel I need to make one thing clear. You've done a lot for this clan, and for me, more than anyone ever has. But the family comes first.
Saul.
Let me finish. I also know there's just one thing that could break it up at this point. If Pan Am and me... If we went our separate ways, the Aldecaldos would not survive that split were it to occur again. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you?
You're helping, because you got no choice. Want the clan to think you and Pan Am are acting as one. In other words, you're playing politics.
It isn't that simple. V, I'll send these people to their deaths tomorrow. So I have to know I'm not doing it just for you, me, or Pan Am.
But for the good of the clan. I get it.
You'll understand eventually. That jacket wasn't for nothing.
How about us, Saul? We good?
It's an important day tomorrow. Get some rest.
That's an interesting answer. Okay. You know what's funny is this whole situation, I mean, this is heartwarming and all, but this is pretty much exactly why I wanted to go in solo. I said that yesterday, remember? I don't want to endanger anyone else with what is effectively a suicide mission.
Take a seat. We have...
So I just wanted to, you know, to go it myself. Granted, I have confidence in my armor and my gun cannon that I could do it, but you get my point. Yeah, no one should die because of me. That was the whole idea. And now I'm like, hey, a lot of people. So this, we'll see what we think of this. But yeah, this I feel like a lot of people are gonna die because of me here.
this little ritual we engage in.
I'm already upset that Rogue died because of me.
What's this ritual about?
A few cold ones ahead of a raid.
Ah, that kind.
But this isn't your average brew. It's one of the last bottles from our very first run. We kept a few crates for good luck.
What was it someone said then? Shit, can't remember who. Someone said, when we finish them all, the Aldecado's luck will run out.
Ah, superstitious bullcrap is your hobby.
Says the brother whose hand is all shaky when he pops one open.
Thanks. Rather keep a clear head, though.
I can't say I get it, but I respect it.
Next time.
Now that's what we should drink to.
To tomorrow.
To goddamn safe returns.
To Saul and Pan Am. Because if they don't kiss and make up, everything's liable to go tits up.
Bob, you're just always the optimist, ain't you?
Fee, you must know where they stand. Do you?
Think it's really that bad between them?
The truth is, we need cash. And fast.
Amen.
This Mikoshi's a personal thing to you. But Saul, he sees an opportunity for the clan.
If anyone of the family is still left standing tomorrow.
Talk to them. They've buried the hatchet.
Buried the hatchet? Well, I'm really glad they've come to agree on sending us on a suicide mission.
Be cool now, Bobby.
It's nothing personal, V. I'm just saying how things are.
This is all my fault. I'm exposing the entire family to danger. Sorry.
You've got nothing to be sorry about. The situation is fixing to be a doozy, sure. But if the Aldecaldos are to rise from their ashes, it'll be thanks to you. And thanks to this raid.
Huh. For once, I agree with him.
Oh, of course, now I have to pick between Saul and Pan Am. Yes, I did, Zoctep. I will execute Order 66. Now, okay. Maybe this is just the idealist in me, but between Saul and Pan Am... oh, shoot, I can't think of her name. Hang on, I gotta look up someone's name. Gonna make a reference, damn it. I kind of forgot her name. It's not even gonna tell me, is it? Oh my god. Hang on, hang on. That's her name. If I had to pick between Saul and Panam, I'll take Alistair over Honora.
I think Panam knows exactly what she's doing.
But does she know what she wants? Useful if she wants to take the clan wheel.
Cool your heels, friend. No one's taken over anything just yet.
We need to focus on tomorrow, brothers. Let's all get back in one piece. Then we talk clan politics.
Can promise you one thing. Aldecaldos will survive. Make sure of it myself.
Easy on the promises, V. But you're right. This clan has a chance to rise from the ashes.
I'm of the same mind. If we come back from Mikoshi, if this crazy-ass plan works, it'll be a fresh start for the Aldecaldos, I say.
Mm-hmm. This feels like the part where Bobby says, if.
Hey now. I'm no defeatist. Don't call me that.
Alright, best be going. See you tomorrow.
No, Saul isn't as bad as Honora, but I stand by the comparison.
We'll find anything of value there?
That clunker of yours won't scare anybody. Not even if you spike the rims.
You fellas really think we'll find anything of value there?
The sensors malfunction at higher altitudes.
Hey, how you been, Bruce? Spotted your first shy roots yet?
Hey, V. Got a worn-out truth for you. Camps aren't all alike. Feel at home here. I mean, like, it's possible I'll make this my home. Dakota says I got valuable knowledge, like safe passages south, areas to avoid. I don't know, but feels good.
Glad to hear it. Good place for you, this.
Yeah, hope it will be. Thanks again, V.
Hey, Ben Smack, I understand. Don't worry, this will be the last Cyberpunk day. No, really. We are done. We're doing our final ending as we speak. 10 days of Cyberpunk. Sheesh. It's currently a 79-hour game. I mentioned I was counting minutes earlier. And yeah, tomorrow is going to be Hom 5.
Look what the cat dragged in.
Now, I will say this.
You'll come back, right?
Revolver, empty bottles, middle of nowhere. Perfect.
I'm a believer in old ways and legacy tech. I can't tell you why, but I don't quite trust Chrome.
I gotta do the room hazardous, remember? Unless you guys don't want me to record it.
Silence in your mind at the bang. I heard that a long time ago, round about when I was your age. I remember it to this day. I'm expecting bangs in good numbers tomorrow, so I'm trying to remind myself of that silence.
Mind if I join you? Doubt I even remember what it's like not to hear my mind churning away.
If you like. 12 bottles shattered in 15 seconds. Full focus. That's your only chance at doing it. I'm doubtful you'll pull it off.
Let's find out.
Are you that confident? Well, I'll bet my revolver you can't do it. I'll start counting as soon as you step on that line.
Are you gonna select the gun for me?
Begin.
There we go. Oh crap, that missed. That should not have missed. Why is that missing? Okay, that one should have missed.
Not bad. You could have done better, but you could have done worse.
Ah, whatever. Am I out?
Break a leg tomorrow. Nice talking to you.
Two of those misses shouldn't have missed, all I'm saying. Just the two, though. Talk to me, Mitch, or I'll kill you. I'll kill you, Mitch! Cyber psychosis. His pistol's pretty good. I bet it's not as good as mine. Mitch!
Break a leg tomorrow.
Oh, I'll break more than that, kid.
Okay, now I'm not in that cutscene anymore. Nope, that didn't fix it. Alright, whatever. Yeah, let's scan something. Maybe it'll kick me out of it. There we go. We good? No. Oh. Okay. Our sound effects are still weird, too. You notice that? Oh, we can save. Holy crap. Yeah, there's a couple games I like pistols in. I was surprised how much pistols just gelled with me. There's like 3 or 4 pistols that I loved in this game. I mean, the hammer's ridiculous, of course. But even ignoring the hammer, there have been several pistols, like the Hue I've liked. Oh gosh, what else have I got? Johnny's thing was nice. There was, I don't have any of the other ones on me, do I? There were several pistols that I ended up rather enjoying in this one. And then, of course, there's the hammer.
What just happened? Still can't quite wrap my head around it.
Hardly anyone ever does. The day you get your jacket is a day you never forget.
Skippy kind of sucks. I was only using it to get the quest.
Yeah, I'm game.
Hop in.
That thing, the Comrade's hammer. I'm shortening it to the hammer because... See if the light bugs out again. Hey Tesla, I do hope the earthquakes are treating you as well as they can. Speaking as someone who used to live in Southern California, well...
All right, fire up. I've got green across the board. Good sign.
Where are we headed?
Bobby said there's a... Now let's check Bobby's little find. Punch it, V. Does it seem like she's tending to the left?
Fixable, you think?
Just keep shooting at those rust buckets. I'll recalibrate the targeting on the go. Feels better, doesn't it?
Seems so.
Blast another, just to be sure.
Why couldn't we have more of this? This is the second mission using this tank. Then again, maybe they were just testing it for functionality for the future. Or they were triaging and ran out of time and money and management.
All right, that's probably good.
Let's head back.
I'll have to check before tomorrow if her guts are tight and firm. Something just don't sound right to my ear. Are we heading back?
Yeah.
I'll take her now. I get picky about parking.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I know, hazardous. Could be Zillow. Hopefully, because limitations on saving, I was thinking about it. There's a lot of bugs and unfinished problems in this game. But of the biggest of those, the biggest for me is the physics bug, which is nonsense and irritating. The can't save, I guess this isn't really a bug, but the can't save during combat or cutscenes feature, which is just aggravating, irritating for reasons we've already discussed. And if I had to pick a third one, I had a third one in mind. I can't think of it right now. Oh, yeah, it would be the interface in general. I know that's a large category, but as we've talked about, there's so many tiny little weird, irritating decisions when it comes to the interface. You know, we were just talking about not being able to craft properly or being able to put away, you know, your gun properly and all that kind of fun stuff. Now, two of those bugs are pretty easy to... Two of those problems are pretty easy to fix. I'm not sure what you can do about the physics thing. I'm going to talk about that in the room. I don't know what you could do about the physics problem, other than just disable physics damage. But I don't think that would really fix it so much as band-aid it. I don't know.
You nervous about tomorrow?
It's not a matter of nerves. Not anymore. Don't you want one?
No.
I'm good. Thanks.
Back during the war, before we were first deployed, we were trained to keep stress in check. Do you want to know how?
How?
They gave us chem cocktails. Supplements, boosters, God knows what else. They shot them into our veins. Our biomons went wild, but only for a second before stabilizing, and boy did we stabilize. After a dozen sessions, something clicks in your brain. Neural pathways get rewired. The part of you that generates fear is zapped into oblivion.
Thought they banned chem cocktails during the war, even.
Please.
Weren't there outbreaks of cyberpsychosis within units?
And? Do you think Militech gave a lick about that? They just airlifted the afflicted to their clinics in Taiwan. Daily flights. And every day we'd get fresh recruits. Still they pumped us with that shit. But hey, we couldn't argue with the money.
So, not afraid of anything at this point.
If only it was that simple. I'm not concerned about tomorrow. Raids like that are second nature. It's what's going on in the camp. No matter. I'm talking silly now.
Come on. All in the family now, isn't it?
The truth is, I'm concerned about the goings-on between Pan Am and Saul. They seem to think that putting on a brave face for everyone is enough, but folks here aren't slow. There's gossip spreading like wildfire already. That Saul won't pull through, that he's in it for himself, that this family needs a shake-up.
What about you?
What about me?
What's your take? Saul ought to step down? Pass the torch to Pan Am?
We'll see how things look tomorrow, once the smoke is cleared. Your turn. What do you reckon?
Like I said, I would take Alistair over Honora. But I will also admit, the two working together would be a decent team, so that would probably be the ideal.
Earth to V, your cogs are grinding. What about?
Mitch, not gonna be facing a ragtag band of Raffin or an exposed convoy. If we want to get out of this op alive, they need to have their shit
They're trying.
together.
They might even have started to see eye to eye in their own way. Hell, by now, they both know what's expected of them. What the clan expects of them.
Please tell me Saul offered Pan Am a seat at the table.
And what gave you the idea Pan Am wants a seat to begin with?
Think I get it. Pan Am's about the clan, not power. Question is whether she can reconcile the two.
Hey, don't look at me.
Agreed, Raskor.
It's like this, see? Pan Am's hell-bent on helping you. But Saul sees this whole thing as an opportunity.
Possible loot from Mikoshi?
Mm-hmm. If we pull this off, get our hands on some sweet Arasaka tech that'll set us up down south. Do you follow?
It'll ease folks' fears. Buy Saul some time.
Saul's a smooth operator. He knows what he's doing. Let's just hope he hasn't overplayed his hand. All right, we've gossiped enough for one day. What was just spoken stays between us, okay? I'm gonna poke around some of this baby's insides.
Right. Happy hunting, Mitch.
Yeah, funnily enough, and I don't mean this as a joke, as it probably sounds like, but I think Saul would be a good chancellor for Pan Am. Or advisor, or whatever word you want to use there. You know? I mean, I've talked about that before. In fact, I usually use the word secretary. But having someone who can handle that, having someone who can advise you and guide you and all that is absolutely invaluable, and any leader worth their salt will recognize that. It's one of the things I praised most about FF15, as strange as that may sound, because we had an absolutely amazing one there in the form of Ignis. But that's come up in other fiction as well.
Darn. So nice here.
Mm-hmm.
Any for your thoughts?
I have none. I mean, I don't even know. I'm so tense I barely caught a wink last night. It's likely to be the same tonight.
What's eating you?
Well, let's see. Tomorrow I'll lead my whole clan to near certain death. As if that's not enough, Saul is suddenly concurring with everything I say. And I don't even know if that's good or bad. Fuck. People are doubting us. I can feel it. But they still believe if it all goes to shit, Pan Am will be there for them. Because who else, right?
You feel responsible for them. Who in their right mind wouldn't?
It's not the responsibility I'm worried about. I'm just looking at this with a cool head. Saul has made all the wrong decisions to be a little more like me. But only I know what I'm good at and at what I stink. I'm not a miracle worker, V. I'm scared to the bone something will go wrong. That everyone will...
Sorry to have dragged you into this. Sorry.
V, stop.
Accept me into your family, and how do I repay you? By taking you on an excursion through hell. It isn't fair of me, Pan Am. It wasn't fair from the start.
You know what's not fair? That you want me to massage your bruised conscience. Well, I won't do it. We're all in this together.
But it's so sore.
You're right.
There's a view.
V.
Yeah?
Are you not afraid to die?
No, I'm not.
I envy you. I guess.
Time to head back, maybe?
No. Let's sit here a while longer. This is doing me good. More than I thought.
God. Yeah, it came up during the Spider-Man streams, too. Although in a different format. We need a financier.
Alright, let's go.
Hell, it's something I plan to talk about in the rumination of this very game.
Let's go. Maybe he turned up something new.
This game could have used a good assistant, a good consultant, a good manager. Or 5. Some project leads, you know what I mean? Got it. Following Pan Am. Still can't heal.
Looks like everyone's ready.
It's not near you. Do you feel that?
The tension.
It means they've realized what they're stepping into.
Yeah, that's also true. Too many cooks in the kitchen is a very real problem. You might be thinking, well, with a large corporation, how do you avoid too many cooks in the kitchen? And the answer is usually you split up the kitchens. And I know that's a strange analogy, but it's true. It's like, okay, this kitchen's dealing with this. But these cooks in this kitchen, we're done. Over here, we have a second kitchen. And yeah, you need someone who's coordinating the kitchens at that point. You pyramid it up a little bit. Get it nice and organized. This is something I've written down in my notes here. You put 10 creative people in a room and say, go make good stuff. You might get good stuff, but what you will get is just a weird, discordant mess. You need a project lead. You need someone who's good at saying, okay, you work on this. I like this idea, but not this one. This is a waste of time. It's a good idea, but we need... Yeah, you need a director, basically, is what it really boils down to. You need direction. That's one of the reasons why I do praise this game, despite my many issues with it. Because the creative side is well on display, right? These are gorgeous endings and gorgeous scenes and gorgeous quests. When it shines, right? But man, anyways, I'm sorry. Moving on.
Doing some reconnaissance. You'll want to see this.
All right, what do you got?
Get any sleep at all?
The older you get, the less you need.
That is so not true.
Wouldn't have slept a wink before a raid like this. And good intel is just better than a good night's sleep. Take a gander.
Thanks.
The plan is simple. We have 2 objectives. 1, get into Arasaka Tower and assist V in accessing Mikoshi. And 2, take advantage of the confusion to gather as much equipment as we can. Prizes like that will see to our cash flow problem. The only way into Mikoshi is to dig through to Arasaka Tower's underground levels. Which means we have to hit the Maglev Tunnel construction site and hijack a Night Corps Cirque. Last but not least, intel from our recon drone has showed us a couple of weak points.
You know what's funny? As much as I'm not super positive towards Saul, I will have to admit, by the way, Mitch is getting a chip. I will have to admit that I agree with his overall reasoning completely. One of your people needs help. Okay, we're going to help them. Hang on. While we're there, we could get some desperately needed aid and support for the group. Right? Like, I tend to be anti-Marauder, and I remain anti-Marauder in terms of mentality. But in this exact scenario and in these exact circumstances, yeah, they should loot as much as they can. Right? They should get what they can and get the heck out. There are limits to that, of course, because Arasaka may or may not be able to track any of that, but given the ending we're going, I'm not sure they have to worry about Arasaka, because we're about to gut it.
This valley leads to the site.
Well,
I doubt the
Alt is about to gut it.
All the same, we'll want to move quickly.
Time is of the essence. We can't allow the guards to call for backup.
And if we're too slow?
That'll be a job for Bob and his jammer. We'll just have to get close to their comms antenna and start transmitting.
Let's not kid ourselves. It won't stall them for long.
Let's hope it keeps them busy just long enough.
Are there drones there? Early detection systems? Anything?
It's not Fort Knox, yet Night Corp is using Militech for security, so you never know. I guarantee you they're patrolling the area. In any case, our drones will match theirs. Teddy will be on the lookout to raise the red flag.
I wonder if Fort Knox still exists in a functional format in this setting. That thing only weighs 4 or 7 tons? Wow. I've already given my theory on what exactly happened to make the problems of this game, and I will mention it again during the rumination. It's the 3-point theory, for those of you who don't remember.
Construction site's walled in. Are Panzer's gun big enough for that gate?
You bet your ass it is.
Sounds good so far. What else?
Once you're inside, you'll need to reach the Cirque and get
I'm with you, Cashel.
Enter Mitch and Carol.
Get that drill up and running, and the road to the cellars of Arasaka Tower will be wide open. From there, V, Pan Am, and I will get to the laboratory and find a way into Mikoshi.
And while we're drilling in, should we expect anyone to crash our party?
If everything goes as planned, nobody should know where we are or what we plan to do. Feel free to look around more if you want. You still have some time left.
No, I'm good.
Think I've seen enough.
Well, that about does it. V, you ready?
Yeah, I will say, and I don't mean to sound negative, I'm going to bring this up in the room, too. Sorry, I've been prepping my thoughts, because, I need to summarize 80 hours of game, 90 hours of gameplay in order to discuss the rumination. Super negative. You remember Skyrim? I will never forget that. It's not the first time and it's not the last time that this exact thing has happened, but I think it's the peak moment of this exact thing, where I played a game and the game laid hints and laid ideas and laid concepts, and I'm just like, oh man, I can't wait for the war expansion. I can't wait for them to follow through on this concept, right? It's going to be amazing. And then they announced a vampire DLC, and I'm like, well, okay. Then they announced the Dragonboard expansion. Whether that's expansion or DLC, it's a little bit on the borderline, but there's enough content there. I think we can call it expansion. And I'm like, okay, expansion, good. And then nothing. And I was just waiting for them to release something else. And it's just like, but you're not gonna. My point is, I walked in sort of expecting, not even presumptively. I guess it is presumptive. Just, it's so obvious, right? Of course there's going to be expansion. Why wouldn't there be? And I keep catching myself having the exact same mentality about this game. Like, of course there's going to be an expansion. Why wouldn't there be? Wait, there might not be. And I keep having to go through that mental loop. I've gone through it like 10 times in the last 2 days. Like, you've probably heard me say when the expansions come out, or wait until the expansions are out, and then I have to mentally be like, well, hang on. Hang on.
How will we get back from there?
The same way we'll go in. And fast, both ways.
That's a good question, Mr. Red. Why were there not expansions for Skyrim? Or Fallout 4? To use another example.
People will try to hold the road while we're inside.
So, V, you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Is everyone up to speed? Start your engines, folks.
Speaking as someone who absolutely praises the crap out of Blood and Wine, I'll be real. Blood and Wine is one of the biggest reasons why I would be inclined to do another review of Witcher 3. Well, we'll see at this point, Kamek. That's really the attitude I want to have, and I keep trying to force myself to, is we'll see. And I keep having to adjust my mentality into that because I keep forgetting it. No, not a lore run. A lore run. A review.
And only this desert expanse can rival the star-studded void that hangs over our heads.
V, come take my 6.
Okay.
Is everybody reading loud and clear? I've got us on a group channel. Coming to you live from the Badlands. This is your host.
Teddy.
All right, all right.
Did you fire up that drone?
The little bird is humming away.
Real quick. Thank you, NOZ. Always appreciate those subs. I'm sorry, is that 1 or 2? If you don't mind clarifying. I mean, she's, as an actress, I'm not sure she could pull it off, Baronessa. But then again, I've never been super fond of her in her acting style. 1, you got it, okay. Thank you for that sub, again. Very, very much.
You are trespassing on property protected by Militech Site Secure. Turn back now. I repeat, turn your vehicles around.
It's funny, so far I'm leaning towards this being my least favorite ending, Baronessa, but we haven't actually gotten started yet, so we'll see, won't we?
This is getting dicey.
Hang on, I'm just following Saul here. I mean,
Your turn, Bobby. Do you remember the jammer?
how are we defining best here? Because there's two axes there.
You check if all systems are operational.
Checking. Nitro injector clear. Launcher's also green. We're good to go.
Then
Flicker,
let
flicker.
the fun begin.
Flicker, flicker.
Get those main towers. All systems are offline.
Can we fix it? Right the hell now!
Shit! Something's busted. All the circuitry is dead. I'll try to work it out. But V, you need to somehow get rid of those drones.
On the drones, you deal with the Panzer.
No, no, no! Fire the cockpit!
Okay, whatever.
You got it. Can you put it out? Get the fuck out if not.
Christ, people, where are you? I'm out here by the transmitter. What's the hold up? Pan out. How's it looking? ETA.
A minute. Fire's under control. Switching to emergency power. A couple of systems will be analog, but you should be mobile.
Saul, they know we're coming.
I mean, story-wise, it was okay.
We need more time, Bobby. Can you hold them off? Do I have a choice? Look after yourselves. Oh, Bobby's got this.
Yeah, even Assassin's Creed 2 was a...
Okay, Bobby. The Panzer's moving again. Hang tight. We're coming for you.
Finally! I was starting to miss you all. I got just one son of a bitch left, and he's about to get a...
Bobby!
Jesus Christ, Bobby! Bobby, do you read? We have to go. I'm sorry, Mitch. We can't afford to stop. Not now. Shit.
The Panzer, V. It won't hold up much longer. Systems could go down any second. I'd do anything to make it in one piece. Anything. After that, I can improvise.
We can do this, Panem. Hang in there.
We need to wipe the corpos aside, off the road, make it across the bridge.
Oh my god. Ah! Flicker warning. Flicker warning.
We can do this.
Oh. I don't know if that counts as ramming. Epilepsy, that was the word. I said flicker, but yeah. There's some more epilepsy warning on the side there, trying to get away from it. There we go.
Good work. Go right through the gate, V! We're in!
That's a mistake.
V, she's dying like I said she would. Propulsion, weapon systems,
Well,
launch.
open the door before it finishes dying.
Anything you can do about it.
I'll try. Either I do this, or this rattle trap will really be scrapped.
Open the thing.
Get out. Help our folks.
Let me in. Let me in. Or out, sorry. Give me a real gun, please. Thank you.
Ted, never surrender! Is there any chance that he's... you know...
None. Sorry, Pat.
We have to keep moving.
So that's one death so far. Oh, that should have gone through. That's a good sniper rifle, but this is better.
Are you two all right?
In almost every way.
Okay, it's our turn now.
V, watch them, all right?
Okay.
Copy that.
I mean, it is a nice sniper rifle. It's even got a good sound to it. Listen.
Remotely to the surf from there.
Listen to that.
Brace yourselves.
One more. Oh, love that. Love the sound. Yeah, I'm not sure what's with the scope, honestly. Do I even have this equipped? This isn't even a good version of this gun. That's actually funny. No wonder it's doing... Look at that! 52 DPS! Oh my god, you gave me garbage. Still sounds brilliant, though. What? Actually, I'm thinking Gum. Still good. Yeah, no wonder the crew is dying. They have terrible guns. It's okay, guys. I got the hammer. You mean your gun? No. And then a Star Destroyer warps in.
I got a terminal. We're jacking in.
What about security protocols?
V, it's not a space station. It's a dumb big-ass drill.
Don't worry. Carol will slice through it like butter. All right, we're firing up the cirque. Aiming to bore through to Arasaka Tower. This will take some time. V, we'll need you to cover us.
Okay.
Got company. A lot of it, too.
V, help us out here! Fucking Militech is not letting up!
I wonder why.
It's looking like the drill vector's on auto.
How can we possibly turn it?
I'm gonna sweet-talk this bitch into it. Mitch, kill that autopilot and hit manual override.
Got it. It's working.
Prepare for takeoff.
Watch out! Coming from the right!
Damn, only got 3.
11%!
Shit! Can't you speed it up?
Our hands are tied.
Cover me! Reloading!
Damn it. That was me. That was me. Yeah, I managed 5 in one shot yesterday. I think that's probably my peak, honestly. Haven't decided yet, Gum. Hasn't really been relevant yet.
We never got it! Left side, too! Carol, Mitch, how much longer? 27%! Heads down! Shoot!
I see more drones on the road to the construction site. Standard corpo security, nothing we haven't seen before.
Coming down the road.
Does that count?
It's a damn combat unit.
Oh,
we won't stand a
no.
chance without the Panzer. Pan out!
I'm doing my best. Mitch, do you read? The
combat
navigation
unit,
module
guys.
is jamming the other systems. Can I cut it?
Yes, cut it. She'll be fine without it.
No, they're fine. Okay, the explosion might have actually killed them. He's alive. He's alive. He's dead. Oh, hello. Hi.
AV! Goddamn AV inbound!
Things are about to get ugly. They're going to land. Teddy, get the hell out of there!
Teddy! Oh my lord. What do we do now?
What do you mean? We keep going. Finish this!
Fuck! How much longer up there?
Surrender yourself!
Almost there. Nearly at 60%.
Guys, it's a combat unit!
I can't believe it, but I think it worked. The lump of scrap still got some life in her. Systems are lighting up. We're back. Inside me, quick.
It's okay. Still alive. Not even a portal reference.
We're moving on. We'll try to buy you as much time as we can.
Watch your blind. We'll keep watch over Mitch and Carol and see to that gate.
I mean, Adam has a more terrifying rep, admittedly. But you want... Okay. Body identified. Enemies have been alerted. Oh, no!
The military. We have to intercept before it reaches the others. Goddamn corpos. More come. How do you like that, Miller?
We'll handle them.
Listen, we just hit Night Core Vice. Carol's cutting through. It's slow work, but it'll get done. Where are you all at?
Gate is planted firm on the land and secured tight. We're trying to figure out where to place the charges,
Militech's
but we
throwing
need
more
more
armor
time.
at us. There's no thumb twiddling going on here. We'll buy you as much time as we can. Hang in there. He's out of our hair. Shit, B. We might actually pull this off.
Don't say that.
Oh my. That's what I call a true war. Mitch, is everything all right?
Aggressive rumble.
Holy shit! We did it! They're smoldering wrecks. We did that!
Thought about it,
Go,
Desla.
Mitch. Heading back your way.
Good work, but we've got a minor hitch here.
What is it?
Raggedy-ass system status.
After that display, you can be sure there's a place for you in the Panzer Boy ranks.
Impressive, D. Thanks. Now, if you don't mind, there's a monster gate that needs to be blown open. We'll need to split up.
Saul's right. Harold, you and Cassidy keep us secure here.
You got it.
Mitch, you're coming with us.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
No time to lose then. Let's go. Okay. I'm putting it on autopilot and disconnecting.
Okay.
You can open the...
Is everything all right? You seem quiet.
Bob and Teddy are dead. And it's my fault.
Teddy and Bob, they knew the risks, V. Everyone knows. So do I.
And if you'd known how this would turn out,
I'd do it all over again. For anyone in the clan. Saul told me you brought in some help from Mikoshi. Someone from the outside.
Yeah, the most terrifying thing in the setting.
Alt.
And who is that?
Alt's an AI. Roguish.
You're getting help from an AI? Well, nothing can surprise me now.
Only one capable of breaking into Arasaka's systems.
And we wouldn't get into Mikoshi without her?
Well, we sure as hell wouldn't get out.
You trust her? This Alt?
No, but it's not like I got any other option. Just gotta hope Alt isn't hiding anything. Then got other plans. Why? You worried?
I trust you. That's all I'll say. By extension, I trust this Alt won't pull any rugs out from under us.
Things will work out. They gotta. Come too far for him not to.
Yeah, if you ever wondered why the corporate wars were so damn devastating, think about many of these things running around destroying everything around each other and also each other. It's kind of a Clone Wars thing, you know? After all, in lore, the reason the Clone Wars were so damn devastating was because of the sheer power of both sides smashing each other.
How much farther to Arasaka Tower?
Not far. It should be easy sledding from here.
No, the tank, not the hammer. Oh, I remember that, Colgrim.
You should be used to this by now, Saul. Things rarely go as
Full
planned.
cyber word, yes.
We have no idea what's waiting for us inside. We need you.
Fellas, what's the issue?
Carol and the rest. Militech's all rattled up. Cut them off. They won't last long on that site.
Jesus Christ.
I'm taking the Panzer. They need all the help they can get.
Are you out of your mind? The answer is no. You can't operate the Panzer alone without frying that gonk brain of yours.
Do you have a better idea? They're family, Pan. I'm not leaving them behind.
Saul, are you on board with this? V, someone make him see reason.
Mitch is right. The three of us have still got a decent shot, but without him, they've got none.
You're sure about this?
Saul, we're talking goddamn suicide.
Look out for yourselves.
They'll kill you.
I'll catch you later. Carol, I'm heading your way. Hang in there.
Saul.
You'll owe me a beer after this.
They're gonna...
We can't let all this be for nothing. You two go on up and see what's gotten into her. Once you're mobile, I'll follow. Secure the rear.
V, let's go.
Yes, Saul, you go, dude.
Mitch?
In fact, Pan Am, you go back too. I got this.
Be careful. Please.
I can handle myself, Pan. Likewise for you. Get to Mikoshi in one piece.
Yeah, that's why I'm hesitant to call this the best ending.
No more cock-ups, please.
Like, this is kind of horrible.
Jack in and start her up. It looks like the engine overheated and choked when drill bit met reinforced.
Oh, moment of truth. Here goes.
Got her in manual mode. Good. Don't worry. Give her more power.
Clearly Nero's ass, because I apparently picked something wrong somewhere with regards to Johnny. I'm still not sure what exactly. Give her more power, she could take it. Pan I'm not going to listen to you for engineering advice anymore. Just a heads up. BT dubs.
Pan Am, everything all right? Pan Am? Talk to me! No. Pan Am!
I'm here. I'm a bit bruised is all. I've endured worse.
Pan Am. For a sec, I thought you'd...
It's okay, V. Everything's okay. Saul.
The tunnel's clear for now.
Any word from Mitch?
Still nothing.
I knew it.
Could be a problem with the comms. Come on. Let's finish this.
And then I shoot Saul in the back. As he sneaks through the terrain. Come on, Saul. Alright, let's whatever.
See ya.
Welcome to Night City.
They're designed to protect buildings.
Commencing neutralizing threat.
I didn't catch how many that was. 3, 4? I'm not sure. They literally lined them up for me there, though. I had to go for that. I'm gonna see in a few 4s. Oh, right. Maintenance shaft. It's probably
We have
this.
some kind of maintenance shaft. Careful, they
Looks
don't
like it leads upwards.
Hang on. Fresh reminder that I'm minutes from death. Maybe hours, actually. Hours from death.
If you stop to think, it's incredible we happen to be standing right where the AHQ bomb left a huge crater.
That's not something I want to think about right now.
Isn't this place positively saturated with radiation?
Who knows?
Great.
Well, I hope you didn't want kids, Panam. Or Saul, or me, or Johnny, or anybody.
Ah!
V! V!
She's having another seizure. V, are you okay? Hey!
Time's short. I can feel it. We gotta hurry. Anyone know where we are?
If we look around, we'll find out.
I see something there.
The guards need our attention first.
Basically yes, but also no, Gum Gum.
Not one bit.
Me neither.
It's an attack! Sure sounds it. We'll be here till sundown at least.
Take it slow. No unwanted attention.
Mighty impressive. There, I admit it.
I say yes, because obviously, you know, people can augment themselves. Magically as well as technologically. I say no because it's not like there's some transhumanism concept or thing, right? It's not an organized thing, it's just the way things are.
Be here in no time.
It's like asking me, do you believe in children being born? And I'm like, you know, to clarify the question, Gumman, it's like if you ask me, does the Empire have people still have the concept of birthing children? I'm just looking at you like, well, yeah. Norm, you know?
What now? Alt Shard. Need a port to jack it into.
Give me one more second.
1,000.
Jack in your personal there.
Damn!
I'm sending you the shortest route.
Do I believe in? Well, that's an interesting question, Tesla.
Ahead of us. See him?
Anyone else?
I need me an angle.
Cool. Okay.
Jeez, are you trying to make new choose?
Go, go, go! Brace yourselves.
That's all.
Heads down, goddammit! That runner's sights are on us.
Okay. I'm here. Alt? The shard's in.
Yes.
How much time do you need to...
Done.
It is done.
Well, I'll be dead.
Hell yes! It worked!
Still terrifying.
Keep going. To Mikoshi.
Your path lies open.
Still alive, you two?
For now.
Let's fix that.
Likewise.
You're in charge now, Admiral Panam.
Careful,
V? Saul?
I feel it too. Something's amiss.
It's the hush.
Does anyone else have the chills? Something happened here.
Pretty impressive looking.
Find out what. Mikoshi is near.
Oh, I can see it up close. Hello? There we go. Get out of my way, God.
Code black!
No, it isn't.
They tried to make a break for it. She turned the car into a death trap.
It seems your alt takes no prisoners.
Yeah? Why would she?
The guard tried to evacuate them.
Non-combatants. They didn't have to die.
Well, I doubt Alt
She flatlined them all.
makes the
They
distinction.
probably didn't even realize she had cut through their ice.
No mercy, it seems.
Gotta remember what mercy is. To show any.
Yeah, Mercy? What is this? So, last time Rogue died to Smasher. Which of these two do you think is about to die to Smasher?
I think this is it. I made it.
A few steps is all that separates
I
you.
kinda hope it's Saul.
Finally get your
As
chance.
horrible as that
We're
sounds.
with you, V. To the very end. The Aldecaldos always keep their word.
Yeah, go loot.
It can't be much.
No, really, turn around and go loot. It might actually be safer for you. Well, yeah.
You can do this.
He is exactly in Rogue's position, so...
Fuck! Hold!
Christ.
And come here! You spared so very.
You know, I'm getting a weird feeling of deja vu here.
Mercy.
Not sure why.
Where is Rogue? Is this a pain? I've forgotten it.
Mighty work, V!
Access are breached. The path to the core lies open, but we don't have much time.
Adam Smasher. I remember you. Promised to kill Silverhand once. Gonna let you in on a little secret. Johnny, he's here with us. Now he can't talk, but I can feel him under my skin.
What the fuck are you talking about?
In the end, gotcha. Silverhand triumphs. Venom.
I'm going to miss that constant bickering. The unending fights. I never knew an ox more stubborn. Who'd follow family into fire.
Yeah, let's loot him really quick. Okay.
And in the end did exactly that.
Sorry, had a little bit of a bug. Let's see if we can fix this other bug. Nope. Hang on, let's try that. Nope. Whatever. Satara. I guess we'll reload. Weren't those already? Oh, whatever.
You don't look too strong.
I'll make it.
The access point lies before you. Link to it, insert yourself, then search for me on the other side.
Lean on me.
I can do this.
And yeah, I'm pretty sure this is when V dies, but again, that's per the original. V1 is going away one way or the other here. Let's see how this is different. The lead up to this has been pretty different, so credit where credit is due. Mass Effect parallel. We're walking. We're walking. Again with the cats. Only two. And notice it's our hand this time. It wasn't last time.
Let us go then, you and I. When the evening is spread out against the sky.
Here's hoping it's actually a good one, Crit Source.
Theorized upon a table. Let us go through certain half-deserted streets. The muttering retreats of restless nights in one-night cheap hotels, and sawdust restaurants and oyster shells. Streets that follow like a tedious argument of insidious intent to lead you to an overwhelming question. Oh, do not ask, what is it? Let us go and make our visit.
Guys, I think that, I can't remember what it was called. Swedenborg has gotten loose and infected Alt.
It worked! I'm gonna fucking live!
Gotta admit, you cobbled together a good plan.
Been my curse and my nightmare, Johnny. But I do owe you one thing. Day to day, with Silverhand by my side, I learned to kick down barriers. Now nothing can hold me back. I can feel it.
Is that so? Meaning you've made a decision about us?
I mean, it makes sense, Cashel. From an outside perspective, there would be no real transition. It's only from the inside perspective.
Want a word with Alt first. Where is the wench?
Haven't caught on yet, have you?
What do you mean?
Alt's already split us. Once you jacked into Mikoshi, she lit you up with Soul Killer.
You're out, but don't fuck around.
I am not his girlfriend.
Hey, Alt. So, seeing as we seem to have the soul splitting out of the way, what's next?
I am currently verifying the checksum and eliminating engram copy errors in the process.
Wait, you mean am I a construct?
She means you followed in my footsteps. Next step's to copy you into the Gonk's brain.
You two still plan to obliterate Mikoshi?
Mm-hmm. It's gotta burn.
What about everyone locked away there?
I will free them. Take them with me.
Cut the crap. You'll gobble them up like so many morsels of code. Make them part of you.
As if they could hope for anything better. Come on.
Wait, hold on. I want to know what the hell happened to me. Exactly.
I applied Soul Killer to separating your two psyches, thereby creating V's distinct construct. An added analgesic protocol precluded any perception of pain. I was unable to eliminate all the changes made through the Johnny data incursion and override, but V's engram integrity remains high.
Meaning you can transfer her psyche back into her brain?
As if onto a blank, virgin partition.
I would actually agree, Console Hot, but I don't know. I stand by my parallel. And yeah, a bit of Johnny is with us, which makes sense. We were being changed up to the moment of copying, so duh, right? Oh, stretch.
So that's really it. We're done. You kept your word.
There is one aspect I failed to take into account.
Alt? What?
The body is a key factor in this transaction. DNA reconfiguration by the relic has progressed too far. Added to aggressive, invasive medications, the body's immune system attacking its own neurons.
Christ, will you just skip to the end?
After I transfer your construct into your body, you will die. It is inevitable. It is imminent.
No. No, no way. That was not our deal.
You shall live for about 6 months. Perhaps somewhat more.
No. There's gotta be something. Something we haven't thought of.
Your body will see you as an intruder.
But it's my body.
The biochip's nanites have altered it permanently. The body is now Johnny.
Alt, give us a minute. V and I need to talk.
Everything. All we did. It was pointless. I have had enough of this. Of everything. You most of all.
Perfect. 'Cause we're sticking to the plan. I'm going with Alt fuck knows where. You're keeping your body.
Where's she even gonna take you?
Beyond the Black Wall. To become part of her. Whatever the hell that means.
What's it like? Beyond the Black Wall.
Assuming I don't lose my fucking mind. At least no one can ride my ass there.
What about hanging around as a construct? Just till we find another way.
Finding another way would mean making a deal with Sokka. I'll pass.
Didn't think life was worth clinging to. Not at any price, anyway.
'Cause it ain't.
Wrong. That light beyond the Black Wall, see? That's hope. Could be the flames of hell or heaven's grace. Might also be an Ingram rating code. But it's a promise of survival.
We've learned how to turn into pure data, but an animal still prowls inside us. And its instinct to survive almost can't be extinguished.
Yeah. That instinct's part of being human. But so is denying it.
Is there really no other way?
As I said, Johnny can retain the body, remain there, while you come with me.
Guess I meant... I don't know. A happier ending for everyone involved.
Here? For folks like us? Wrong city. Wrong people.
Yet the right to make a choice you have earned, through will and endeavor.
Unlike the people in Mikoshi.
This bridge leads deeper into cyberspace. Cross it and permanently sever the connection with your body. The path to your body passes through that mortal well.
Alt, if you were me, what would you do?
You should come with me.
What does that mean for me, exactly? Am I gonna become like you?
I was a netrunner. I understood how to survive. I cannot speak for you. Beyond the Black Wall, dangers lurk. It is no sanctuary. But it's better to be a free spirit shredded than to wither, trapped in a dying body.
Don't do it, V. You've been running from this all along. It'll change you. You won't be you anymore.
And you?
Already took that first step a while back. I'll have an easier go of it.
I told you. I said I wanted you to have my body. But I can't do it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's more than 10. They're all over the place. There's just alts all over the place. I'm sorry, Johnny. I've already seen the other ending. It was a good ending. in terms of overall presentation, it might actually be my favorite. Johnny getting his second chance, you know?
Goodbye, V. And never stop fighting.
Smoke! With damage valued in excess of the annual budget of many a small country. Serves you right, sucker! How's it feel to be on your knees, huh? Worry not, unflesh masses. Our wondrous lives in Night City won't change much. Do they ever? We live midst dust and chrome, and midst dust and chrome we shall all die. Now for some good news and some bad news. Good news is something like a sandstorm this way comes. Stands to be the biggest in years. Should be a sight to behold.
Why'd you want to meet here? For the view? Or are you turning sentimental on me?
So you do remember. I thought of it then as a one-time thing. I would help you, you would help. Fuck. No, that's a lie.
Mm-hmm. Had it in for the Raffins. You were out to get him with Mitch's and Scorpion's help. If they'd agreed, you'd have told me to fuck off then and there.
Oh, stop. Look at the city. Somewhere in there, those bastards from Arasaka are wondering how they lost everything. They'll figure it out one day. But we'll be long gone.
Gotta say, I didn't expect things to end this way.
Do you mean Mikoshi? Uh-huh. Night City. Did you think you would stay forever?
Mm-hmm. A couple of months ago, no way I'd have said I'd leave NC. Would have staked my life on it.
A wager I'd have lost if I'd taken it.
Yet, here we are. On the road. Not sure I'd have found the courage without you. Thanks.
Oh, stop. And you'd best say your goodbye to this view. You won't see the city again.
It's just not there. What I'm looking for.
Do you think we'll ever find it?
Doubt it. But maybe that's not so bad. If Night City taught me anything, it's to beware your dreams. 'Cause somehow they always find a way to come back and bite you in the ass.
Shit, V. You're bleeding again.
Gonna figure this out, Panam. Vic's drug helps a bit now. And once we get to where we're going, we'll try all your contacts.
They've pulled some of our folks out of deep, deep cesspits. They'll help. You'll see.
Good to hear. It really is. Let's get out of here.
Sure. But V, get a good look at the city. One last time. If you need to, I mean. I'll wait in the car.
I'll always remember Night City for the miles-tall ads riding in the sky.
Well, Night City. Good night and good luck.
Star Trek, to answer whoever asked which settings would be able to fix her as is. Possibly Star Wars? I mean, Star Wars basically has magic. Just about any setting that has actual magic would probably be able to save her too. Because, you know, they can actually pull the soul out and do stuff with it. Any setting where they have that level of magic, I should say. Yorinobu Arasaka confirmed his sister Hanako was among the victims. So it seems we've got a change coming at the tippity top of Megacorp, soaked in the usual gallons of blood, sweat, and tears, of course.
This is rot. I've heard enough.
So Saburo, Hanako, and Yorinobu, well, he's in charge now, and we know what his plan was. Shred everything.
Most of our people have already...
He's jokering.
They'll wait for us on the other side.
And our souvenirs from Mikoshi?
If we so much as approached the gates with tech like that, they would wipe us out without warning. We've checked. Arasaka has people at every border crossing. But we know a road less traveled.
And yeah, this is probably a 5th corporate war.
Arasaka. Deja vu.
Did I say something wrong?
Just reminded me of Jackie and the Arasaka job. Think you know how that ended.
I'm sorry, V.
Come on. You had nothing to do with that. And anyways, things will be different now. Gotta be.
As weird as this may sound, I think Yorinobu has a pretty good chance to shred Arasaka. That's not really the question. The question is how much he can shred the other corps on his way out.
There is one thing I will miss about Night City.
Because we talked about this earlier in this run. Getting rid of Arasaka doesn't really fix anything. All it does is make a giant power struggle. I know you probably don't know the specifics, but the 4th corporate war, I think, it was the 4th or 3rd, was specifically started because there was a major corporation that went under. And then other corporations started fighting over its pieces. Escalation, 4th corporate war. Or 3rd, I think it was the 4th. So, Arasaka going down, okay. How much can the rest of it go down is the question for me. And Yorinobu might be able to accomplish that, because remember, his goal is not to destroy Arasaka. His goal is to destroy everything. Which corporation was that? Oh, I don't remember. Hang on. 4th corporate war. Hang on. Blah, 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 blah. IHAG. IHAG. Which stands for International Handelsmarine... Oh my god, I can't do German. Aktiengesellschaft? I think? It was a shipping corporation. And they went down. IHAG went down. And so Sino and OTEC were like, rawr. And so OTEC hired Militech and Sino hired Arasaka. And then they were amicable and made their differences work out. And then Arasaka and Militech kept fighting. Love that. Anyways.
What's that?
The food. The Thai on 7th and Haywood. The pierogies down by the docks.
Seriously?
You'll understand once you've ridden with us for a while.
Really? Then I can't wait.
Of course our new lives will be nothing but pure fucking chaos. Of that I have no doubt.
Doesn't matter. Gonna be a good life. I can feel it. And you'll sense it too.
Yeah, I'm hoping Yorinobu manages to shred the other corporations as much as he can in the process of shredding his. In fact, that would be the safe bet, tactically speaking. Or strategically, actually speaking. You send your people out to do as much damage as you can to all the other corporations, taking huge losses in the process. It's a losing strategy, but that's his goal after all. I wouldn't use the word...
Girl, are you running from Night City or going to your granny's for cookies and milk? Gun it or that storm will catch you.
Screw you.
Mitch, hey.
Hey, V.
Good to hear you.
You probably didn't see the relief there.
Give me a month and I'll be as good as new. I told you all I'd be fine, didn't I?
Come on, Mitch. You weren't nearly that confident after Mikoshi. None of us were. He was in bed for weeks, a vegetable. It would have been the end of him if not for his synapses. Toughened, made almost fry-proof in panzers back in the war.
Did save every one of our asses, though.
Pity Saul's not with us. Or Teddy. Or Bobby. Or Scorpion. They would have kicked your ass out of whack after that move with the panzer. Then hugged you until you puked.
I know, Pan Am, I know.
Gave us all a chance at a new start. Let's not fuck it up.
I'm glad you're with us, V. See you soon.
I can smell the ozone, even through the air conditioning.
It's that storm. Getting close.
It's that pop in. It's getting close. Wait. Sorry.
Okay, we've arrived.
It's high time.
Probably trauma team. I've said that so many times, because it's been the question that everyone's asked. I think it's the 30th time someone's asked. What's the least evil corporation? Trauma team.
Hey, Mitch.
Hey, let's get the fuck out of here, shall we?
Hey, how are things? Is everything arranged?
Everything's almost set.
So you found it? Where we thought it would be?
All plans laid and in place?
They are indeed. Come see us when you're done. We'll talk about the who, what, and how.
There's the storm.
Need any help preparing?
No, it's all packed and ready to go. We were waiting for you. That's all.
All right. So the plan. One more time.
We won't take any official crossing. I think you know that, right? So there's this old smuggling tunnel. Forgotten. We'll aim to use that. It's near the wall.
So you found a gate in the wall. Clever.
Not in as much as under.
It's one of those old smuggling tunnels. Thankfully, it's still open.
It wasn't the easiest thing to locate after all these years. But now, nothing can stop us now.
Look, tunnel's cool and all, but we gotta get there first. And what about security up and down the border? Whole area's brimming with tech. Drones on perpetual patrol, heavier stuff too, maybe.
Don't worry. We know what's there and what to do about it. And Carol and Cassidy will keep the corpos off our tail.
And nobody's likely to spot us.
Sooner or later, the border guards will realize something's not right.
But by the time they get around to it, we'll be far, far away. Plus, that storm's a true stroke of luck. It should cover our tracks.
We'll need more than a storm to keep the corpos off our tail.
Got bigger concerns than us. And even if they don't, just let them try and catch us. They'll regret it. V? Great. And once we've crossed, what then?
We'll make for our meeting point, join the rest of our people there.
How long have I been muted? Because I've been talking for a while. I have no idea when I hit that button. I must have hit it completely on accident during one of the conversation pieces. Well, anyways, I don't know what I missed. Hi, Miss Kasumi. This is not old. Or this is not new. This is about a month old. God, I don't remember what else I said. I also said that the mantle is a load of crock. There we go. And I didn't actually say that. What did I say? What did I say? Oh, right. What I said was, gosh, I think it would be cool if Judy was here, but I think that only happens if you romance her. I think that's... And then I said it better last time, and then I apologized for making the joke, and then I took a drink, because that's what that is now, is you guys reminding me to take a drink, so I appreciate it.
Then we'll move on towards Tucson.
And once there, we call the shots, right?
We know the roads like the back of our hand. And down in Arizona, we have some old favors to call in.
No, Tesla.
So even if I wanted to, I got nothing to worry about.
Starting today, it's not all on your back. You're no longer alone, V. You'll get used to it. It's nice.
Thanks.
Well, time to move, before that storm finds us.
Yeah, first of all, Alt would run into the wall of no, 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 no. And there is a wall there. But second of all, Alt relies on the setting of Cyberpunk, in which basically everything is wireless. I don't care how good of a hacker you are, or how powerful your AI is, or whatever, but you can't... I'm looking around for a good example. I guess we'll use this as an example. You're not going to hack into the USB drive, because there's no... You're like, I'm going to use all of my incredible power to hack it. Nothing's happening because you can't access it, right? Of course, that's why everything is live, why everything has basically Wi-Fi in this setting. And I do mean frickin' everything. It's so that, you know, this setting can function the way it does. We live in a pretty Wi-Fi world. I've been pretty resistant to that, and for reasons I probably shouldn't have to go into.
We're ready. After you, Pan Am.
Yeah, you can't travel a road that doesn't exist. That's a good way to put that. You hack into Elminster spellbook. Nothing's happening. There's no connection. It doesn't work, you know? Anyways, point.
Are we all set?
Mm-hmm.
So jack in. Let's get the hell out of here.
You got it.
The other reason I don't have a Wi-Fi enabled home is I just have no reason to have it. Like, there's no benefit to it for me.
So you have to start it like a real nomad, behind the proverbial wheel. Mostly go straight, go around the bigger holes, and don't lose the rest. Got it? I will deal with the nitro. The mix will go straight to the cylinders. If I don't sync it just right manually, it could blow us to bits.
Think that's best avoided.
Fuck. I just realized something.
What's wrong?
The border wall. When I was little, it wasn't there, obviously. But I sensed everything was different in the north. That something great awaited me there. A bright fucking future.
Yeah, I think I know what comes next. Once you wound up on the other side and nothing changed, you thought Night City was the answer. Everything had changed there.
Yes. And you know the tale's end, too. I'm returning. Right back to where I started.
No. Might be the same place on the other side, same space, but you're different. Totally different.
All in all, you may be right.
This guy gets psychotic. What the hell? Look at that! And yes, I'm slaloming to try and knock out as many trees as I can. Death to trees.
You ready?
Been ready always.
All three endings are good damn
Home
endings.
stretch. Full speed ahead.
They are. You may or may not have noticed, I've basically already decided my final score for the game.
They've launched the drones.
Carol, Cassidy, get moving.
I'm heading west and activating the jammers.
They've marked me. I'm turning east to get them off your tail. Good luck, kids.
See you on the other side.
The nitro is ready. Say goodbye to Night City. It's your last chance.
Nothing left to say.
Sorry, that was my goodbye. Yeah, these are great endings. This is a good thing to end on. It's very rare that games stick the landing, and given how problematic and irritating this game has been to play, I am quite impressed at how much they've stuck the outro. I gave another positive to gameplay for the outros, and a total of 4 pluses to story for the outros.
Exactly what you wanted. A new beginning.
Don't slow down, Pan Am. Not yet.
Yeah, this I hate to keep calling it up. This is exactly what Mass Effect 3 needed right here. 3 distinct, powerful, well done, well executed, awesome endings. I mean, you guys noticed that there's a Corpo, a Street, and a Nomad ending, right? So that should answer you, Baronessa. Is Judy in this scene? I mean, headcanon, we're going to link up with Judy anyways, so let's just make that a truth. Yeah. Pity. Would be a good time for it.
Perfect. All great, Panam. We're going home.
So let's see how the calls are different, if they're different. They should be different, but we'll see. I like how we die every single time. Have you heard that? Every single ending, there's been an as we die before the credits roll. I mean, it makes sense. We die at all the endings, right? So.
Hey, V. How's life out there in the desert? Getting some sun? Some fresh air in those lungs? Don't forget to get yourself a checkup every once in a while. Any dust or dirt gets into that insulation, you're done. Of course, decent ripper is harder to find out there than a 4-star hotel. So actually, how about you just stop by when you're back in the city, huh? Think I could swing a little discount for an old regular like you. Till next time, V.
This is not a record, no. This would put this at the number 3 slot for story positives.
V, is it true what they say? You rolling around in the dirt with the Aldecaldos? Have you lost your mind, mija? Didn't you get in enough trouble already, eh? Night City was too boring for you. Estás loca, eh? Crazy, completely crazy. Just watch out for yourself, okay? Don't do anything stupid.
Yeah, Takamura's gonna be upset at us again.
If you want to see some old faces, don't forget to stop by Mama Wells, okay? Just give me a call before, and I'll make my special chilaquiles just for you. Cuídate, V.
Hey, V! Long time no see. Let me guess, you still the top of your game in all of Night City? Yeah, I left all that. I guess I'm just calling to say thanks for everything. Wasn't until I'd left everything behind that I realized how depressed I was for all that time. Take it from me, V. If you ever get the chance, just leave. Leave and don't look back. The weight it takes off your shoulders, I can't even describe it. All right, enough lecturing. Take it easy, guys.
We link up. Like, I don't mean romantically. I mean, we go and find her convoy. That just happens.
Hey. Christ, that run we did. My heart's still pounding. The pack of nomads versus Arasaka. Oh, I mean, the odds were totally stacked against us. I didn't know if we'd get out alive. But hey, we made it. And you know why? Because you were the one leading the charge, V. The craziest, baddest merc from Pacifica to the Appalachians. I don't know what you're up to right now, what your plans are. But just remember, we'd walk through hell and back with you anytime, sister.
Until next time, eh? Take care.
Hey, Rogue here. I wanted to... Oh, voicemail. Why not? V? I was wondering if you could pass the message along to Johnny.
Well, no, I can't.
Actually. One, that he's an arrogant, egotistical son of a bitch. And second, that it was nice to talk to him again. Both of you, take care of yourselves. Okay?
Actually, that's a good point. Alt might be listening in on that very message.
Hey, B, so funny thing just said. Oh, fuck's sake. Voicemail again. Do you ever answer the phone? Like, ever? Seriously. I can get through to data term customer service faster than you. What did I even... Oh, yeah. You know that Us Cracks agent called me and asked if I would go on tour with them. At first, I was like, over my dead fucking body. But then I thought, hey, wait. I could actually be fine. So, who knows? Well, there's the latest gossip for you, if you even care. Call me back when you can, okay? Bye! B, hey. So, here's the thing. A couple fellas from the 5th Precinct busted a shop selling illegal iron. Sawed-offs, stun guns, mustard gas canisters. Orders from on up were to blow it all to the ground. But then I thought, maybe there's a better way to use all this stuff for a good cause. I still remember what you did for us. For me and Randy. This city needs more people like you. And I'm gonna make sure they're equipped. This one's on me, V. See you around. Before samurai committed to seppuku, they wrote Jisei, a death poem.
You know, I don't know if I pointed it out last time, but he's in like this horrible, ruined area when he's calling us.
I have read many of them of late. Some are truly works of beauty. Yet, I am not a samurai, so I bid you farewell with simple words. Rot in hell, Kusama.
Language. Mr. Perales. What's weird is he's in many of these endings. Makes me wonder.
You're gonna want to hear this.
Like, of all the quests to get a follow-through this one, more than anything else, this is why I think this is going to be followed through in a future DLC or expansion. The fact that this gets an ending slide. Yeah, I think that's a hook right there.
Keep saying I should look after myself.
Yeah, Delamain's not here.
Pills. Says they're vitamins.
Claire's not here. I had to think about that for a second.
They look okay. But how am I supposed to know
He's
somebody
here.
didn't falsify the results? Well, when you got a sec, call me, okay? Oh yeah, and don't forget to delete this message.
Hey, V. Listen, I was just thinking about you, so I laid out a quick tarot. I know the reading's not as strong without you here, but we haven't seen each other for so long, and well, one thing led to another. You know what I drew? The chariot, the lovers, and the sun. Looks like you've got a good life ahead of you out in the Badlands. Good luck, V. Be free.
Oh, was that it? Yep, that's it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Cyberpunk 2077. We didn't show off 100% of everything, but I comfortably can say that this was an 80% run. The only reason it's not 90% is we stopped doing the blue quests after a while, and we didn't buy all the cars. It's the only stuff we didn't do. Well, and the ending we didn't unlock for some reason. Ladies and gentlemen, I do hope you have enjoyed. But, as usual, I do want to do a post-run thing, because I know plenty of people like to pop in. I even put a timestamp just for this, so that people can pop into the end. So I'm just going to summarize all the thoughts that I've already stated many times here. First thing I want to mention this game needed more time. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows that. But it needs to be re-emphasized. It needs to be repeated. This game needed more time. Wait a year. If you haven't played the game, wait a year. Take your time. Let the patches come out. Let the modding community come out. Maybe DLCs or expansion. Not really relevant. Because those other two things, they need to be waited. This game is in what I would consider an unacceptably unfinished status right now. Sorry. First and most important thing. Yeah, the Game of the Year version of this game is going to be hell yeah, I'm just saying. I do have issues with the core gameplay. I mentioned the physics thing. I don't like several aspects about the gameplay loop. The interface is clunk. Like someone asked earlier how many of those negatives could be fixed by patching. I was looking at it, not that many. We did give several negatives for bugs, which I stand by. And one of those negatives is never going away for bugs. That's the launch negative. But a lot of these things I gave negatives for design choices, so we'll see, is really what that boils down to. I also want to say this. This is a 90-ish hour game, right? And I never got bored. I'm fine with moving on, after all. We do have other things to do, and the year is quickly coming to a close. But in total honesty, this once again goes back to that point I've said so many times. The length of a game does not matter. It is how you use the length of a game. It is how it is utilized that really matters. And at no point in time did I ever feel like I had nothing to do, or like I was bored, or like I was grinding, or anything like that. Now, I didn't max out my stats, because I didn't feel the need to. So maybe actually maxing out would actually reach grind territory. I don't know. Maybe finishing up the rest of the blue quests might have actually gotten to the point, the tasks might have gotten to the point of being boring. But everything I have done, nah. No boring, no grind, no padding. Good filler of time, good usage of time. I think those are the two biggest and most important things I wanted to say. The story is phenomenal. That puts it at the number 3 slot in terms of story. And not counting MMOs, it will probably retain the number 3 slot, at least until we go back and start doing some audit runs. Which hopefully we'll start doing next year, fingers crossed. And I guess that's about it. -5 to gameplay is actually pretty bad, if we're being completely honest with ourselves here. But I stand by that. This game was weirdly frustrating and irritating to play. Sorry, Mr. Reloaded, I'll try to stream even longer to make sure that my health goes down, but your entertainment goes up. That is the equation, and that is the important thing that I should do. That is more important. Now, one other thing I want to mention. So, let's go into this. I've seen several people ask this. It's come up several times. Let me pull up the actual list of negatives here. How many of these do I think could be patched out? So, let me look at the negatives list. So the font and settings issues, that could be patched. Saving in combat, that could be patched. We know it's a functionality, so that's a patchable thing. Unbindable key bindings, that could be patched. Resolution support could be patched. So that's 4 negatives so far that could be knocked off through patching. Unacceptable status of launch, that's sticking. That's a perma negative. That's never going away. The filter mode over scanning, that would be pretty easy to patch. It's literally a filter. Just make it a toggle. The weird controls and the stealthing problems, I don't think that's patchable. I think that's just a core gameplay issue. So we're up to 2 negatives that can't be patched. Lazy difficulty. Okay, so that can be patched, but it's not going to be. I've said this before, and I'll say this again. Proper difficulty design requires you to have it in mind while you're making the game. What I mean that is when you're designing mobs and when you're designing interface and when you're designing levels and when you're designing arenas, you need to have in advance already be thinking about all the tags and options and toggles and scripts that you're designing and will eventually put in order to design that difficulty, right? It would involve a complete rework. So it's possible, but it's probably not happening. Mods might eventually do that. Who knows? So the difficulty is probably not getting fixed. Hang on just a sec, Mr. Red. I want to read that out loud. Save that or something. The interface, that's patchable. That's going to be some work, but it is possible to patch the interface. AI design, probably not patchable. So up to 4 so far. The bugs could be patched, obviously. The physics thing can be improved by removing the damage aspect of physics. I don't know, however, if that is truly a patchable problem. I'm going to go ahead and say the physics problem is not patchable, based on what I know about it, based on how it seems to be presented. So up to 5 negatives that can't be patched out. Explosions, super patchable. That would be a patch fix. That's super easy. Yeah, exactly, Rasker. I'm not sure if physics are improvable. That's why I'm going to tack that on here. The fog thing, that's fixable. Tor syndrome, that's actually patchable. It would require what is effectively an audit over the game and going down the list, but that is something that's patchable. It won't be, so we'll go ahead and add that one. And then we have the aggregate, which is meleeing. That's not going to get fixed. Cursor could be fixed, and the GPS probably could not be fixed. So that leaves us a grand total of 7 negatives that are either unpatchable or probably not going to be patched. So that's 10 that I think is reasonable that will be patched or fixed over time. Interesting to think about. We will see, of course. We'll probably do a, I forget what I call it, run, whenever we get back to the point of if expansions come out for this game. To be clear about this, by the way, I'm not down for doing a rerun of this game with regards to just... Let's assume... Let me land this out here. In a hypothetical scenario where there are no expansions to this game, we're not replaying this game, okay? Sorry, but no. I'll consider looking down the list and just removing some negatives if they do patch things on, but that's not happening. If, on the other hand, they do actually release expansions, if they do actually put out real stuff, real additional content, then yeah, we will totally be cool with doing a run of this game. How we do that, I can't decide that right now because I can only speculate on the exact format of that new content. Right? So, we will see. But I just wanted to be nice and upfront about that. If there's no expansions, or if there's expansions, they're going to determine if we ever do a rerun of this one. That's what we call the reruns. Now, real quick, someone earlier asked what an audit run is. We've never done one, actually. The problem is we keep changing. I keep changing how I review games. We're up to iteration 5 right now. I've mentioned that before. And I'm actually really happy with iteration 5. I'm not sure we'll have an iteration 6. But we have reviewed previous games not in the system and style of current reviews, which means they're not fairly represented in terms of the actual final score. Now, I've been able to go back and audit several of those just from memory and VODs and that kind of thing, and I have done so. But there's several games, in fact there are 3 I have in mind, which I'm not going to tell you right now, although Witcher 3 is one of them, that I kind of want to do another playthrough. I kind of want to do an audit run and basically effectively do a review run, except again, right? It's like, okay, let's actually get this sucker up to date and track this, right? It's also the same reason I want to do a review run, or excuse me, a audit run of Final Fantasy VI. That's what that is. Just wanted to be upfront about that. Now, having said all that, some of you guys probably enjoy the highlights reel stuff. I hope at least a few of you do. I quit doing the highlights reel because it was making me want to jab my neck with a knife. It was actually really stressful. It was absolutely destroying my quality of life to an extent that I feel like I cannot overemphasize. And when I dropped it, it was just, it was just such a weight off of my shoulders. And it's one of the reasons I have said thank you to Mr. Red so frequently and regularly, because he took up the mantle and started doing the highlight reels basically for me. So what he said earlier, let's see if it's still on the screen here. It is! So Mr. Red says, if someone else wishes to... hang on. Sorry, there's actually 2 messages. No, there's 3! Hang on. First message, I'm going to take a break from stream for a while. Want to spend some time with my sister and play video games in general. That's totally understandable. Second point is, he's quitting doing the highlight reels. He'll probably do more reels in the future, but for now the highlights are a lot of effort. I know. And I'll only do them from games that I want to see reeled. I know people like them, but you got to sit down for 10 hours a day just to make sure you got a good amount of clips. Yep. If someone else wants to volunteer to do the reels, I would be happy to show them how, but it's a no-life, no-obligations kind of deal. These reels are my baby, and I treasure them forever and have a special bond with the games I've reeled, even the bad ones. So yeah, I'll probably do more reels in the future, but only for ones I want. If you want, I can show you the ropes. So Mr. Red has been awesome and amazing, and I do want to say a very verbal upfront shout-outs and thank you to Mr. Red for all the work you've done for keeping those highlight reels going. However, I gotta be real, no pun intended, I don't blame you whatsoever for not wanting to do it. If I was making substantially more money than I am, it's the kind of thing that I would hire someone part-time to deal with, to capture and grab and just make highlight reels. It is a horrendous amount of work. And frankly, it's not a lot of return on investment either, to be completely blunt. I appreciate it, but my point is, if you remove the creative side of things and look at things from a accountant perspective, the highlight reels don't get a lot of views, they don't get a lot of viewage, they don't get a lot of engagement, and not many people really comment on them or care about them. Those that do certainly are awesome by it, and I say thank you once more time, Mr. Red, but I don't really feel terrifically bad about axing the feature in its entirety. So, to be clear, the highlight reels are going away. If any happen in the future, that will not be a regular or scheduled thing. It's simply something that might happen, okay? Now, Mr. Red, who will probably do a highlight reel of Head On whenever we play that. Still need to find out when we're playing that game. I am obviously not going to be streaming for the rest of the day. I have to work on a huge rumination. I am horrific stressed about doing this. I have 2 pages of notes. Now that might not sound impressive. That might not sound particularly, you know, woo, but this, if you know anything about my note design, if you know anything about how I take notes, this is a gargantuan amount of notes. There is just a ridiculous amount of stuff here. I don't know how this is probably going to be one of those long ones, guys. FYI. Yeah, lots of notes. Yeah, I'm very dense and very truncated about how I do notes. I usually write, in some cases I write down individual words. Like one of my notes just says all roads, which I know exactly what that means. That's going to be me talking about quest design. And quest flow and quest structure, which is something I already mentioned. This one right here just says Circle of Trust. You know, we actually talked about that and so forth and so on. And then right next to that I have something about QL, O, and Rebind, which is interface stuff, and you get the idea. Anyways, I'm going to be working on that for the rest of the day. Tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, as usual, we will go ahead and start streaming Heroes of Might and Magic 5, which will be a substantially smaller stream, I am sure. Not in terms of length, it's probably going to be a really long stream. But I imagine we'll have a lot less people here. I do hope you guys have enjoyed. I'll see you next time.